Okay, so somebody asked for some things for room decoration tutorials. And so I'm going to make how I made that little shark from the video. I'll probably like add an attachment if I can figure out how to do that with this piece of dry hot glue. Looks weird. Anyways, if I can figure out how to do that with videos. So for starters, you're going to need a piece of cardboard for however big you need, however big you want this thing to be. I'm going to use this sheet of cardboard. It has to have no breaks in it, like this, because then the whole thing is very likely to fall apart unless you use hot glue on it. But that would take up extra hot glue that you don't necessarily need to use up. So obviously you're going to need scissors. You're going to need hot glue gun. Hot glue. This is new. And a pencil of some kind. You will also need some tissue paper, toilet paper, tissues, anything like that, and duct tape. I don't have it here right now, but it's a long process, so I'll for sure add it on later. So you're gonna start off by drawing the shape that you want it to be. As I'm going to do an orca because my friend asked me to get it for them for their birthday. So yeah. Okay, so now that that is done, yeah, don't draw the tail. Don't draw the tail. That's a very important part if you want it to look more realistic, because as you can see here, I added the tail on later to make it give it more of a realistic shape. So now you need to cut it out. Don't be afraid to edit it. As you can see up here, I edited it a little bit and I didn't cut through the lines because the size of it would make it look a little awkward. So next we're going to work on creating the spine of it. Whew. This is going to be what you do for this is you just see how long it is, and you make a cutout line. So I'm gonna be using this over here to create the spine of it. So you just map out where it starts and where it ends, and make sure to go a little bit bigger than it actually is. As you can see right here, my line right over there, and one over there. So then you're going to cut it to however tall you want it to be. Okay, so now that this is done, I'm going to check if this is how tall I want. No, I definitely want it to be shorter than this. Okay. I'm probably going to trim this down more, but we have to hot glue it now, so yeah. Looks like it's not. Anyways, so you're gonna just like this. So now you're going to go look at a picture of the side of whatever animal you're doing and cut up to make the face shape. and then go back and do however you need to do. Make sure the back of it stays flat. So now you going to put the choose a side. Whoa, that's so cool. Okay, so you're gonna choose a side, and then you're gonna hot glue all the way down across, and then stick it over here down the middle, just like this. So now that we have this part of the base done, you could either work on the tail now or the ribs. I am going to work on the tail now so that it just, for me, it works better. So what you're going to do is you're going to draw the tail shape of whatever animal you want and position it however you want it. I'm going to have it positioned so it looks like it's flapping up like that. But you could do however you want it if your animal even has a tail. Yeah. Okay, so usually you gotta play around a bit to get the tail to look how you want it to. So that I put a little slit there, and I'm gonna attach it to the base with hot glue. Okay, so I've got the tail attached. The best thing to do here is probably add a little piece. If this is only if you're doing it. You could always leave it flat and then keep it going till here. But whatever position it's in, really, you should just keep it going till the actual tail starts over here. So I'm gonna add a little piece over there, and I'll let you know when that's done. Now for the ribs. So you're going to cut out small little squares that look something like this, however thick you want them to be and however tall they need to be. And you're going to put them on like this. Leave an area in the front. I'll show you guys how to do that later. But go like this for now. And you can make it however tall you need to be. And then do it on both sides. But stop at the very end over here. And don't go further than the little decline. Okay, so I've got that part done. The ribs. For here, this is a long piece. I'm going to cut it in half or use a different piece. But you get the idea. You're going to go with a piece and attach it to here. Circle around and attach it to here. So as you can see, I finished this area over here. Hot glue like that, and you just trim it to fit in the right place. So it's on both sides. You have the front here. And then you're going to do this exact same thing on the back area from here to over here, or some version of that. Okay, finally I got that part done. Now we are going to, now we're going to stuff it with whatever you choose. I got toilet paper right next to me now, so that's what I'm going to do. So, okay, so it is now stuffed. We're going to need more of the toilet paper later, but this is what it looks like for now. And as you can see, it is now much more sturdy than it was before. So now we need to add the fins. You pretty much just do the same thing as you did with the tail and the body. You get a reference photo, trace it, cut it out, and then you glue it on top. Okay, here it is. The final skeleton. So next you're going to need duct tape or some type of tape.
2,000 years later.
Okay, so I am finally going to finish this project just in time because it is currently Tuesday afternoon. My friend's birthday is on Thursday, and I didn't have the right materials. I ran out, So now that today I finished it, about a week, and now that today I got some more, about a week later, it's finally about time I finished it. Okay, so for this, you're going to need, obviously, the base, some toilet paper or tissues or tissue paper or something soft like that, whatever you use to fill in this area. And you're also going to need tape of some kind. I'm using duct tape because it works the best. Okay, so you're going to start by putting toilet paper around the, I'll show you in a second. You put the toilet paper, you don't need hot glue to this. You just take a bunch of toilet paper and you put it around the fins and on top, not on, for this one you don't put it around, you put it on top, and then fit it to the shape. And you just make it look more round. And then you're going to put duct tape over it. I'll show you in a second. With the first layer, it is almost always, it's guaranteed to look like a mess, but it is just the first layer. And you're going to put more tape over it at the end so that it looks much smoother, like the other, like I'll show you. Like this little guy. He is a fully taped up whale shark. This is the top fin. You can see it is rounded because of the toilet paper and taped off. So this is what this looks like under it, but like with a different shape. I will show you how it looks when you're done when you're done taping all of this stuff. You're just gonna pile some up over here and round it off. You pretty much just play around with it. There's no real specific way to do it. Just play around with it until you get the shape you want. Okay, so I finished taping it up. This is how it looks. As you can see, it is pretty similar to this one. It's a different color tape. But this is pretty much how it looks. So that now you can do whatever you want with it. Your thing, you can paint it. I'm going to paint it, and I will show you that when it's done. Okay, so I have officially finished my work for my friend. I painted it. You looked at a reference photo, sketched out the places that needed to be white, and now we are just leaving it to dry. So I'm gonna give it to my friend for her birthday on Thursday. Okay, bye.